AMD's 7700 XT looks absolutely incredible, and we have an updated release date for both the RTX 3080 Ti and 3070 Ti. Let's talk about it. Before that, this video is brought to you by RGB Swap, a better alternative to eBay that I really think you should take a look at. RGB Swap is a marketplace exclusively for selling and buying computer parts that offers much lower fees than competitors such as eBay, as well as greater protection against scams. Whether you're a buyer or a seller, you're guaranteed to be protected since all orders have to be paid for first, and the funds are held for 48 hours after the buyer receives the item or they leave feedback, ensuring that you never get sold a bad item. Additionally, all disputes are manually reviewed, and PayPal is used exclusively for an extra layer of security. I gotta tell you guys, I like this website a lot, and I really want it to take off as a better alternative to eBay, so please, if you're interested in buying or selling PC parts online, click the link in the description below and give it a shot. I think you'll really like it. So in the past, we've talked about AMD's upcoming 7900 XT, which at least according to some leaks from Red Gaming Tech could be over 2 times faster than the current flagship 6900 XT, which is definitely very impressive. However, if this new leak that just came out from the Twitter leaker Yuko Yoshida does turn out to be true, well then the 7700 XT could be even more impressive. So let's go ahead and take a look at what he had to say, and then I'll give you my thoughts on it. So over on Twitter, Yuko Yoshida had this to say about what appears to be the 7700 XT. Quote, Navi 33 equals Navi 21 plus next-gen IP core. So if we decode this, what he's talking about here is essentially the Navi 23 would be like the 6700 XT, so Navi 33 would likely be the 7700 XT, and when he says that it equals Navi 21 plus next-gen IP core, what he's talking about is, well, Navi 21 would be the 6900 XT, so what he means here is that the 7700 XT would likely have the same 80 compute units and 5120 stream processors that we currently see on the 6900 XT, which is definitely really impressive. And then it's also going to get those, IPC improvements as well as the clock speed improvements that we'll likely be seeing out of the next generation RDNA 3 architecture. And in the comments below this post, we actually can see that Paul over at Red Gaming Tech does seem to be confirming this, as he says that apparently, quote, yeah, I leaked Navi 33 is ADCU based on new GPU architecture. So yeah, he's definitely confirming this as well, and with these two leakers saying the same thing, there probably is some truth to this. However, do keep in mind that we probably are about a year out from the release of the RX 7000 series GPU, so take this with a little bit of a grain of salt, as plans could change from now until then. Again, it's a very long time away. However, with 80 compute units and the increased IPC as well as clock speeds, I would expect this GPU to probably be around 2 times faster than the 6700 XT, and definitely faster than the 6900 XT, as I do believe the scaling's actually going to be pretty decent in the 7700 XT, as unlike the 7900 XT, which is going to be a multi-chip design, this should just be one monolithic chip, so we really shouldn't have to worry too much about the scaling. I do believe it's going to actually scale very well. So yeah, overall, I believe that the 7700 XT is going to be just an absolutely massive jump in performance over the 6700 XT. In fact, it may be one of the biggest performance increases that we have ever seen in gaming from one generation to the next, and in fact it may actually be the highest performance increase that we have ever seen from any GPU architecture, which is definitely really cool to see there. But again, with it being over a year away, we'll have to wait and see what happens on that front. But if this does turn out to be true, we're in for a really good generation of next-gen GPUs. But now let's go ahead and talk about those updated release dates for the RTX 3080 Ti and the 3070 Ti. Now this information comes from videocards.com, and I'm going to go ahead and read what they had to say on it, and then I will give you my thoughts. So according to videocards.com, quote, the GeForce RTX 3080 Ti announcement has been postponed by 2 weeks. The original date of May 18th has been changed to May 31st. We have confirmed that NVIDIA is planning to announce both the RTX 3080 Ti and RTX 3070 Ti on the same day. However, product reviews will be split, with the RTX 3080 Ti being introduced on June 2nd and RTX 3070 Ti reviews going live on June 9th. So some of you may be a little bit disappointed to hear that it has been postponed by 2 weeks, as we've gotten delay after delay after delay with the RTX 3080 Ti. However, if things do actually stay on course, which hopefully they do, well, we're still talking about a May release date, which is, that's still good to hear. And if it's going to be actually available in early June, well, that's still not too far away. We're talking about, about a month away here, which is not too long. And the actual announcement is actually less than a month away. So these things are coming in hot, heavy, and fast, baby. 3080. So I'm definitely excited, especially for the RTX 3080 Ti, as, you know, unfortunately, if you compare it to the RTX 3080, although it's not going to be a huge performance increase over that, it does give you that extra 2 gigabytes of VRAM, which I do think is going to help it age a lot better. And, you know, you really don't need the 24 gigabytes of VRAM that's in the RTX 3090. So if this thing comes in at a much cheaper price, which it should be coming in at around $1,000 for the MSRP, at least for the Founders Edition. However, the AIB models are definitely going to be a lot more expensive, so keep that in mind. But yeah, again, it's still going to be a lot cheaper than the RTX 3090. So if you actually get a chance to buy one, which, you know, hopefully you will, at least on launch day, there will be, I think, a pretty decent chance of getting one if you're fast. Keep in mind, you're going to have to be fast, as everyone wants a new video card right now. But again, I think this is going to be one of the better launches. So if you can get one on launch day, especially if it's a Founders Edition for $1,000 MSRP, that's probably going to be one of the better purchases that you can make right now. Yeah, again, in terms of value, when you compare it to $700 on the 3080, it's not that great, but the 3080 is near impossible to get. So if you're an enthusiast and you're looking for the best performance, I think the 3080 Ti is definitely a really exciting card. It's got a lot of CUDA cores, it's got a lot of memory bandwidth, and it's got just enough VRAM to get you by no problem till the next generation. But hey, that's just what I think. Do you think that the 7700 XT is actually going to be about 2 times faster than the 6700 XT, or do you think it's not going to be quite that fast? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and of course, I'll see you in the next video. If you made it to the end of the video, be sure to drop a like. Every time you do so, AMD and Nvidia get more stock. Also, if you want to see more, click here. You won't be disappointed.